Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here with another Thunderbirds toy review. Today from a early 1990s Matchbox action figure collection, Virgil Tracy. As you can see, Virgil is faithfully represented in the design of his classic International Rescue uniform from the original 1965 series, complete with the yellow sash and the yellow trim to his hat and the yellow cuffs around his boots and everything. Now, being a Matchbox figure from the early 90s, he only has a few points of articulation, sadly. So, a head swivel that is restricted by the way the neck works, although if you force it, it can go all the way around, but I wouldn't want to damage the figure, so I'm not going to try that. The shoulders can go forward and back, but there's no elbow and no wrist rotation. And obviously the left elbow is restricted, the left shoulder rather is restricted by the solid plastic of the sash there. And the hips can go forward and back to a full 180 degree split, like so. His gun is moulded into the holster and cannot be removed, so you can't have him, aiming it at somebody like the Perils of Lady Penelope episode, where he and Gordon were in a shootout with the villain Dr. Godburn in the episode. So for size comparison, here is Virgil next to the traditional standard modern articulation 6-inch action figure of Darth Sidious from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the Black Series figure. So you can see that Virgil by comparison is about 3.5 inches. Possibly 3 3/4 inches. Then for another size comparison, here he is next to the last Knight Turbo Changer Grimlock figure. As you can see, he's pretty much the same scale with this Grimlock that Optimus Prime was in the movie, so he can kind of ride on top if you want. Now, the Matchbox Thunderbirds action figures came with little accessory pieces and such as the Thunder Visor in inverted commas, the sort of clip-on head accessory that Virgil could potentially wear. Sadly, my copy was loose from a charity shop purchase, so there is no Thunder Visor or other such accessory with my copy. But I'm sure you'll be able to find some listings on eBay that still have the accessories for those that are interested in acquiring the figure for nostalgia value and such. So, with that said, that more or less concludes my review of Virgil Tracy from the Matchbox 1992 Thunderbirds collection. The Matchbox logo is actually sculpted right into the back of his sash there on the back of the figure. So, my next toy review will be the Jack Pacific little mini figurine of the Underminer from the Incredibles movies. Until then, I've been Sound Blaster 1987. Thanks again for watching. Till all are one. F.A.B.